For the first time since week 2 of 2020, for the first time in 59 long, painful, exhausting, damaging consecutive games.
For the first time without Matt Canada as our offensive coordinator.
In the first game without Matt Canada, the Pittsburgh Steelers eclipsed over 400 total yards of offense. In 2.5, 3 years under Matt Canada, they had 0.
None.
The first game without Canada, they have their first in 59 games. What does that tell you, man? That tells you everything you need to know. That tells you a lot. That is the effect of not having Matt Canada. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. The points could be better. The points could be greater. We did leave points off the board.
Considering that we got 400 yards for the first time in 3 years, you would expect more points to be on the board. But I'm not going to be jumping down their throats on that right away.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Because you can't get it all in one game.
No, you
It's
can't.
going to take time for everything to change, to work, for them to get on the right path.
Yes.
This is a good first step at
It's
that.
either one or the other. So we got 400 yards. We didn't get the points we needed, but we got the yardage. So
Woo! Steelers!
we won.
I'm a beer. Yeah, well,
Beer
40
system.
yards, 13 points. It's not really a win.
It's not. No, I agree. I agree.
It's a step in the right direction. You wouldn't understand. You don't watch football.
You know, it's like racing. Rather than by an inch or a mile, you still fucking move.
Pretty much, right?
The points could have been greater, but we can't ask for everything, can't we? So we'll fucking take it. We definitely could have had more points because there was some controversy whether Deontay caught or didn't catch a touchdown. Either way you look at it, however you want to look at the playbook, 3 feet down, the play should have been over, right? But as he went down, he did not hang on to the football. Anytime the refs view that, they're going to consider that an incomplete pass, a drop. So either way you look at it, if Johnson holds on to that football, we have over 20 points.
Yeah.
We have 23 points, actually. So that sucks. It does. Because Kenny threw it nicely and Johnson, however you looked at it, dropped it, regardless. It's points off the board. So that's a little unfortunate, but I mean, it didn't make or break the game. You know, we still won the game. The first half, the yardage was there. The yardage, the drives down the field were there. The usage of the players were there. The aggression was there. The points were not. We only got 3 first half points. That's it. We had over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah.
Only 3 points. In the second half, 13 unanswered. 13 unanswered. We limited the Bengals to only 3 points, which was pretty much towards the end of the game. So when the Steelers needed to, they showed up in the second half.
Yeah.
But I would say, man, this is easily the Steelers' best offensive game all year. The points do not show it, but the yardage does. I mean, come on. Just the way the offense operated. It was very balanced. We spread the ball around. I mean, we were getting first downs after first down. We were going up the field. We were draining the clock. Chunk plays, deep shots to Deontay and Pickens. And how about Pat Freiermuth? His first career 100-plus yard receiving game. Just so happens to be the first game without Matt Canada. He walked away with 120 receiving yards today, did Pat Freiermuth. He had 60 overall heading into this game.
So he doubled his yardage in one game.
That's the Matt Canada effect.
Yeah.
That is the effect of not having Matt Canada. And Kenny Pickett had a career high in passing yards, over 268, if you count the sacks that he took.
Yeah.
That's a career high. The touchdowns were not there. Okay, he did not throw an interception. He did not even throw a touchdown. But the yardage was there, and I will say, Kenny Pickett is coming off his best game. The stats may not show that. You may look at the Raiders game and say he had better stats in that game, and that was his best game. No, today was Kenny Pickett's best game because he extended the field. He was actually slinging it today.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't without error. You know, he still lacks under pressure. Under pressure, under the blitz, he sucks. He was bad under pressure today. You know, that's the area that he still lacks at, mostly.
Yeah.
And that's where opposing defenses are going to attack. They know Kenny can't act under pressure. Thankfully, it didn't make or break today, but that's an area Kenny's still going to have to fix. But him looking down the field, making his reads, making the throws, they're a little more consistent than they ever were all year. Again, it was still a little inaccurate in some areas. He still missed some receivers in some spots, but the throws were there. Like you said, he mixed the ball around the Muth and Pickens and Deontay. He got a little more aggressive down the field. I will say, man, I am very proud of Kenny Pickett today, coming off his best game all year. It doesn't really say anything much about Kenny Pickett and his future as the franchise, but overall from this offense, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, big time. You know, I didn't expect Pickett to go out there and have a 300-yard game, 3-touchdown performance. Expected none of that. But I wanted to see Kenny take a step in the right direction. I wanted to see him be a little bit more gutsy, sling the ball just a little bit more, with the targets getting involved, with Eddie Faulkner and Mike Sullivan now being co-interim offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
And Kenny was far from perfect. He had his inconsistent issues with under pressure and accuracy, but overall, Pickett looked much more better.
And what I liked mostly is he started to sling it more. And yes, that is not having Matt Canada call the plays. We used Pat Freiermuth in the middle of the field.
A lot.
Pat Freiermuth had like 5 or 6 first downs, a bunch of chunk yardage, a bunch of the middle of the field usage. I mean, that alone speaks volumes about how not having Matt Canada is affecting this offense. You've seen how Kenny slung it down the field has an effect on Matt Canada not being in this offense, right? Those are positives. Those are the small changes we were hoping for today. The points were not there. The touchdowns from Kenny could have been there with Deontay, but statistically today they weren't. But the small areas that we were hoping to see today were, which was less checkdowns, more middle of the field, better usage of our receivers, better route designs, more Kenny slinging the football. And that all resulted in our first 400-yard offensive game.
Yeah, not just through the year, but definitely on the ground as well. We got over 150 rushing yards on the ground. Najee Harris having his best game of the season on 15 carries, 99 yards.
And our lone touchdown.
Which was on a great drive. The first drive the only drive we had in the third quarter, actually.
And if you look, which that third quarter was tremendous. We'll get into that shortly. But if you look at Kenny Pickett's passing and our rushing, Kenny Pickett threw it 33 times. We ran it 33 times.
Yeah.
How fucking perfectly balanced is that?
That's what you love to see.
That's what you love to see. We got productive in the air, in the passing attack, and we were very productive in the ground game.
Yeah.
Again, the points could be there. They should be there. In fact, I'm a little upset that we didn't gain more points. We only got 16. But that also means that next week, the expectation for more points are going to be higher. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So we got 400 yards. We only got 16 points. Beggars can't be choosers, but I want more points next week.
We can't get it all in one go.
You're right.
We can't get it all in one go, although we would like it to happen. This is the first game without Matt Canada. Again, it's going to take time for everything to be in order.
You're right.
But
Rome was not built in a day.
Exactly.
But we got 400 yards. We got the game-winning score. We were very balanced in offense, and we got the dub in Canada's first game without being the OC. So I'm very happy as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and the defense stepped up when they needed to.
I can't really complain at all. I can't at all whatsoever.
And the defense stepped up when they needed to. I mean, they limited Mixon in the ground game. Jake Browning really had to throw the ball a lot, and Browning looked decent in some areas. Jamar Chase was their leading receiver. We did see some open targets down the field. You know, the secondary and their coverage still is somewhat inconsistent.
Still very suspect.
But the turnovers were there. Trenton Thompson with his first career interception in the third quarter, which resulted in the Steelers responding with a nearly 8-minute touchdown drive that led to a Najee touchdown.
Yeah, that was great.
That was beautiful. And Trenton Thompson, man, huge shout out to him. Stepping in, his second career start, coming away with his first career pick. He also could have had a pick last week, which he dropped.
Yeah, but
So
he was able to bounce back from that mistake and come up big with an interception.
Yeah, so Trenton Thompson, man, is stepping up big time in these starts with Minka out. So shout out to Trenton Thompson. He's looking very good. I'm really impressed. I'm very happy and proud of Trenton Thompson for stepping up since being called up.
Yeah.
So big thumbs up from Trenton Thompson. TJ Watt came away with 2 sacks today. So that's always great to see. 2 sacks from TJ Watt.
1 sack from Cam Hayward.
1 sack from Nick Herbig.
Yep.
So the plays from the defense were there. The turnover was there, and the pressure and the sacks were there. Everything we needed to happen from the defense happened. And the offense was able to take advantage of the interception from Thompson. And the offense, man, just big winners today. Big winners. Kenny Pickett with his best game all season. I'd say his best game overall. The offense with their best game all season, easily. Just look at the yardage and look just, excuse me, look at the way that they were just driving down that field, the way they were utilizing their targets, the way they took shots down the field. It was so refreshing. It was great. It was a step in the right direction, absolutely.
Yeah, everything that we've been preaching about, that we've been wanting to see for the past 3 years when Canada was the OC, we saw little glimpses of that time and time, almost on every drive.
Now we just hope this continues, and that means that the expectation for greater performance and more points especially is going to be a little higher.
Yeah, keep in mind, we said it when Canada was the OC. We're going to continue to say it. Consistency is key.
Yes.
Go into next week against Arizona back at home
Yes.
at Heinz Field and work on the small negatives that we've seen in this game.
Yes.
There was a lot of positive in this game, just the small negatives that you have. Continue to work on the positives, and most importantly, work on those small negatives.
Absolutely. So, big shout out to the offense with the first 400-yard game today. Without Canada, the first in 59 consecutive games. Kenny Pickett, best game of the season. Najee, best game of the season. Muth, best game of his career. First game without Canada, and you see what his impact truly is. So I'm proud, and I'm glad we finally got to see it. Hopefully that continues, man. Defense stepping up big time with the sacks and the turnover and limiting the Bengals, man. I know they faced a backup quarterback, but they still step up when they needed to, right? So all of that resulted in a dub, and now we beat the Cincinnati Bengals in our first matchup versus them this year. And we advanced to 3-1 versus the division. We advanced to 7-4.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus, a big dub today for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and one of the few dubs this year where I am very proud. I am very happy. I wanted more points, but again, beggars can't be choosers, and I'll just settle with it for now. But next week, I want more. Now I'm hungry. Now I'm greedy.
Yeah.
You got 400 yards? Now I want more. Now I'm greedy.
Thomas said earlier, we want our fan base to be fat and spoiled, right? So go into next week against Arizona and just keep it going. Be consistent.
So now I'm greedy. So hopefully we can replicate what we did.
Because this is what we want to see. This is what we have been waiting for. This is what we've been wanting to see on offense for years and years and years.
Yeah.
This is what we've been craving, and we've got a small glimpse of it. A good step in the right direction.
Yes. And the play calling was absolutely there, man. The middle of the field usage, like we said, better route designs, Muth, just a balanced offense. And in case you guys didn't know, no jet sweeps.
No, not one. I don't recall one jet sweep.
Too many screens for my liking, which could be died down. But,
as long as your jet sweeps get out of here, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it.
But the Steelers' first game without Matt Canada is a successful one, and we're all very happy. We're all very happy right now, and hopefully we can continue on this and build upon it and go into Arizona next week and get another dub back at home, man. So, how you guys feel about this game? How you feel about the Steelers' first 400-yard offensive game in 59 games? How you guys feel about our first game without Canada? How you feel about Kenny? Do you think he took a step in the right direction, man? How you guys feeling about this game? You guys feeling the good energy? Let us know your guys' thoughts down below. Steelers beat the Bengals. That's always a good time. And I guess we'll see you later in the season, Bengals. But let's just build upon this and prepare for Arizona next week. So here we go, Steelers. We got the dub. 400 yards. I'm feeling good. Let's go celebrate. Here we go, Steelers.
And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace!